Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a nice, strong, and focused yoga sequence. So get yourself ready, whatever you need to do, and let's begin. Starting at the front of your mat, roll your shoulders down and back. Get nice and grounded in your feet. Maybe press your toes into the earth. Inhale both arms out and up to gaze up. Exhale, press the air away, chin to chest. Inhale, arms out and up to gaze up. Exhale, press the air away, chin to chest. This time, inhale, both arms out and up to gaze up. As you exhale, flat back swan dive, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins, flat back. Exhale, press palms to the mat and step it back for plank. Inhale here. Gently come forward and come down into a chaturanga. On your exhale, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees and lift up and back for downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal it out here as it's our first down dog today. And just breathe into that space, biceps towards the front of the room, pressing into all 10 fingers. Inhale, right leg up and high. Exhale, guide the right foot between both hands, low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. Exhale to come up into high crescent, pinkies towards one another to create space between your shoulders and ears. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, come out into warrior two. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat, nice and bent in that front foot. Arms parallel to the ground. Gaze over that front middle finger. Holding it here, drawing your navel in, drawing your tailbone down, grounding into both feet. Inhale to gently glide forward. On your exhale, palm towards the sky and come back into reverse warrior. Stay bent in that front knee and nice and long in that back leg. Create a lot of length here in your side body. Inhale, rise. Exhale, windmill both hands down to plant them on either side of your foot. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, step it back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and guide your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pedal it out for a moment and breathe here. Inhale, left leg high and back. Exhale, plant the left foot between both hands, low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, press through that front foot and rise for high crescent. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale to deepen. Inhale here. On your exhale, rotate out for warrior two. I will face you this way. Nice and strong and long in that back leg. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat, nice and bent in that front knee. Gaze over that front middle finger. Shoulders parallel with each other. Focus on grounding through that front foot and pressing that back edge of that back foot down. Holding here. Inhale, gently lean forward. On your exhale, palm towards the sky and come back into warrior two, reversed. So nice and long through that side body. Hand planted wherever you'd like. If you've done this before, go ahead and wrap that arm around and hold here. Inhale, release. Exhale, plant hands down to either side of that front foot. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. On your exhale, press it back to plank and come into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk it out. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and drop that foot behind you for a nice little hip opener here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, rise. mind your furniture. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it here. And plant your foot between both hands. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. Exhale to come up into high crescent. However your hands feel comfortable here. Prayer, steeple, or pinkies rotated in, hands apart. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale one more time to create space. On your exhale, come in for a twist. You want to press both hands into each other. Gaze up. Take a focus point. Ground into that front foot and that back toe. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to potentially deepen. One more breath here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step it up on one leg and gently come back into one-legged chair. Hold it here. Focus. Try to stay nice and straight in that back. Try to think about sitting back into a chair. And gently rise. Shake out your legs just for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, sit back into that one-legged chair and wrap your left leg around your right. So wherever you're at, toe to the ground or all the way around, find your space. Inhale, both arms out. Exhale, left in front of right. And you can either do hands, I'll face you. So hands just to the back, around your shoulders, or here. We're holding it here and focusing. Inhale, exhale, guide your elbows up towards the sky. Lengthen in that spine. And one more breath here. Gently go to rise to stand in your legs. Shake out your legs and shake out your arms. Inhale, both arms up to gaze up. Exhale, press the air away. Swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step it back for your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Same thing, other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high, and this time rotate your hip open to let that foot fall behind you for one little hip stretch before we go into the other side. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to nose. And gently step that left foot between both hands. Inhale here to press through that front foot. On your exhale, rise for high crescent, wherever you are comfortable with your hand placement. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, one more lengthen. On your exhale, come in for that twist. Right elbow on the outside of that left knee for a lunging twist. And just breathe here. Every inhale is an opportunity to lengthen. Every exhale is an opportunity to deepen. Find your space, find your breath. Grounding into that front foot. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, step it up. One-legged chair. Hips drawn back. Leg nice and straight, foot nice and flexed. Holding it here. Find your focus. And gently rise. Shake it out as we go back into that eagle. So, inhale. Exhale, come to sit back in one-legged chair. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, wrap that right leg around the left. Inhale, both arms out. Exhale, this time right arm around left. Find your hand placement and hold it here. Find focus. Inhale here. Exhale, guide your elbows up. And gently release. Shake out both legs. Shake out both arms. Inhale, both arms out and up to gaze up. Exhale, press the air away. Chin to chest. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the mat, step it back for plank. This time I want you to hold plank and just focus on pressing your heels back, drawing your navel in, pressing through those hands, and gently raise your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. Exhale to press up into high crescent. Guide your hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior three. Try to rotate that hip down, the left hip, and shoulders down and back, away from your ears. Go ahead and bend into that right knee, and lift. And bend, and lift. And bend, and lift. And one more time. Bend, and lift. Come back into one-legged chair. And hold it here. Exhale, press it back in high crescent. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, guide hands to either side of that front foot. Step it back for your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips high, up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. You're really rounding here through your spine. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. And step it through for low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale to rise for your high crescent. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to ground and exhale to rise for warrior three on the left leg. So we want to rotate that right hip down. Try to stay as straight as you can in that back leg. That's always a little challenging. Your leg is either really long or really heavy. Now, inhale here. Exhale, bend into that left knee and rise. And bend and rise. And bend, and rise, and one more time, bend, and rise. Inhale, exhale, sit back into one-legged chair. Inhale, exhale, step it back to high crescent. Both arms out and up on your inhale. Exhale, hands to frame the foot. Step back for your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Raise your hips high for downward facing dog. Walk it out here. We're done with the heavy lifting. We'll do some more restorative postures. So go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet and bend into your knees. Clasp opposite elbows and hang here. Let your torso lay on your thighs. And just breathe into the space. And gently bend into one leg and the other, pressing down through the heel of the straight leg. And release. And gently guide your palms to the mat and come back into a squat. So you want to rotate your feet out, your heels are in. A nice little squat here. Nice and long through that spine. Just rock back and forth, opening your hips. Gently place your palms to the mat and guide your knees down. Knees width of the mat, toes to touch. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. And on your exhale, walk your hands out ahead of you to come back into child's pose. Hips as close to your seat as you can. Now here we'll rotate our palms towards the sky to get a little extra stretch behind the shoulder blades, and just breathe here. Go ahead and walk both arms out to the left. Left on the bottom, right over the left hand. Lengthen through that side body and breathe into that space. And gently walk back to center and do the same thing on the opposite side. So right hand out, left hand over, and breathe into your side body. Gently come back to center and walk your hands up. Come to sit back on your heels. Guide your knees together and sit back into Thunderbolt. Roll your shoulders down and back. Gently rock from side to side, massaging your shins and the tops of your feet. And then gently drift to one side, place your hands on the side of you, and let yourself come down into a seat. Maybe walk yourself up a little bit closer to the top of your mat. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. Exhale. Gently lower and hold it here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, maybe lower a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen, maybe rise a little bit. On your exhale, come down a little deeper. And now we'll gently roll all the way down to lie your back flush with the mat. One vertebra at a time, head's the last to come. Gently rock your knees from side to side and let your arms come out to either side. From here, guide both knees back to center. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, cross right leg over left. Inhale, press into left heel. Gently guide your hips to the right and let your knees come down to the left as you gaze over your right shoulder for a reclining spinal twist. Inhale back to center, same thing other side. Right foot down, inhale left leg high, exhale cross over right. Inhale raise hips, exhale hips to the left, and guide your knees down to the right as you gaze over your left shoulder. And just breathe in here. Gently come back to center. Guide knees left to right like little windshield wipers. And then bring both knees into your chest. Bring palms to the knees. Gently circle your knees from left to right. Nice little massage in that lower back. And from right to left. Let your feet come back down to the mat. We're going to come into bridge. So inhale here. Exhale, raise your hips nice and high. Really try to get super tough through that glute. You want to press into those heels a lot and really activate those glutes. And maybe if you want to try to increase this, raise one leg and test your balance and strength here. And reverse an opposite leg. And let it go. Gently release your seat back to the mat. Knees back into chest, hands on knees. circle from left to right and from right to left. Let your feet come towards the sky and grab outer edges of your feet for happy baby pose. So either you stay just as you are, your knees are coming towards your ribs, or you can gently shift from side to side if that's helpful and feels good. Because it's all about your body and where it's at and what you need right now. Bring both feet together. Let them lower very softly to the mat for reclining Baddha Konasana. Here you can feel free to extend your arms to the sides, out behind you, nice and long, or you can clasp opposite elbows here to really kind of open up your heart space and your chest. And just breathing in here. Let both arms come down to your sides. Let both feet come long. Well, both legs come long. And your feet are flopped open with the insides of your arches towards the sky. Arms are about 45-degree angle away from your body, palms towards the sky to open your shoulders. And just take some breaths here. Feel your body, feel where it's at, and let it get heavy. Relax your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, and your chin. Let go of any tension in your neck, your shoulders, and your chest. Release your arms, your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. And let go of any tension in your stomach, your lower back, and your glutes. Release your hips, your legs, ankles, feet, and toes. And just find the space of peace and ease. Just being. Each practice we cultivate this space and let it become more and more dominant in our mind. Should any stressful situations arise in life, the more you deepen your practice and cultivate this space, the easier it is to glide through those situations. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes to bring movement back into your body. And as you're ready, go ahead and come to one side, either left or right, whichever faces me. Hand below you, under your head, as a pillow. Press opposite palm to the mat. And hold here for a moment, regrounding. Then press into your right palm and guide yourself up into a nice easy seat to face me. So, shoulders down and back, nice and long through your spine. Palms towards the sky, open for receiving. Feel your breath. Imagine it as a white wisp. Inhale through the base of your tailbone to the crown of your head. And through the crown of your head to the base of your tailbone, tracing that space, scanning it. Inhale, reach arms out and up over your head. Press palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here to gently lengthen through your spine, and exhale, hinge from your hips and just bow to yourself. Thank yourself for giving you the time to connect with your mind, body, and spirit. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed that session. That is very specifically more intermediate. It is very powerful. And so if this is something that you had trouble with, feel free to come back to it because you'll only get better. And if you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. If you like this, please like it and subscribe. And if you feel like anybody would benefit from this, then share it because it really does help me reach more people.